Hello everyone. Okay, so this will be the vlog about our second IUI, technically. It has been 3 months, I think, or 2 months since our last IUI that was unsuccessful. And we wanted to do another IUI back to back after that. The first month that we were gonna do it, it was the week of Christmas. Sorry, my dog is eating, he's very loud. But it was the week of Christmas, and so they didn't have enough workers or something. The schedule just didn't work. And they said that I could go on birth control to like offset my cycle a week later to come in a week earlier than if I had done it naturally. I know that's kind of confusing, but I'm like, I don't really want to add more medication or anything unnatural into this whole thing. I'd rather just keep my cycle naturally going the way that it is. We tried naturally that month, unsuccessful. The next month, which was last month, we were going to, because it's February now, so in January we were going to do another one. But it's so hard to plan because, like, basically when you're gonna do an IUI, you just have to wait until you get a positive OPK, ovulation predictor test. And then you call in, and then they have you come in either the next day or the day after that, kind of depending on their availability. I think that the day that I ovulated was like a Saturday, and I told them that I was positive, and then the next day was a Sunday, they were closed. And so they said I could come in Monday, but I already had to work or something. It just didn't work with the schedules, which I'm like, of course, it had to be on a weekend. So we didn't get to do it last month. So we tried again naturally, unsuccessfully. And this brings us to February now. And so we are going to be trying again with IUI this month. And hopefully our schedule is flexible enough that we can make it work and scheduling is not a problem. But basically what we're doing different this time, Garrett is still on his supplements that he is for like his numbers to make sure his hormones and everything are good. I was unmedicated last time we did an IUI, except they gave me progesterone to start after the IUI. I still have some leftover progesterone, so I'm probably gonna do that again this cycle. What they're gonna do differently this time to make sure we like time everything correctly, which it should have been timed properly last time anyway, is to check my follicles and do a little scan before I have a positive ovulation. Today, that is what I'm gonna be doing. This morning, I'm going into the IVF clinic. It's IVF doctor, I guess, but we're not doing IVF. But we're going into our doctor's office and doing a little scan, seeing where my follicles are at, if they're looking like they're maturing. And then I think based upon that, they can kind of estimate like when I'm going to be ovulating, and then I think we can plan ahead better. I'm just like, well, we need to do something different than last time. I want to have just like better information. So we'll see if this is helpful or not, but I'll let you know what the doctor says. Hi friends, so a little update here. I got a text back after my appointment today. After they took my blood and they checked my follicles, they basically said the doctor's gonna review, get back to you later today and let you know what the plan is. So I got a text and they said that the doctor reviewed the ultrasound and the labs. He's guessing I will ovulate tomorrow. And so they're waiting for me to contact them with my positive OPK. Basically, that happens, then I would think I come in Friday. And if I don't ovulate naturally by tomorrow, which is a Thursday, then they're gonna give me a medication called Pregnyl, P-R-E-G-N-Y-L, to ovulate my follicle, and then plan for the IUI on Friday. Which, this sounds like a dream, because basically, as I had told you guys, we missed the last couple IUIs just because like timing wasn't really working out. And I had told them like we just want to do IUIs, like even if we have to like do medication to make sure it's timed correctly. So that is what they're doing this time. I actually didn't realize they were gonna stimulate it through medication if it doesn't happen, but now we know we're like guaranteed to do one by Friday. So hopefully we are able to do that. I just realized I have something planned for Friday, but I'm like, can I fix that? I'm gonna have to figure it out. I don't know if I can do that anymore. I am sitting here in the car where I have to do my trigger shot because the timing ended up being really weird. I will explain more information later. I'm a little disappointed because I've never had to do this before. So I was really hoping that Garrett would be there to help me. I'm gonna figure out how to mix all this stuff up, but I need to give myself this injection ASAP because our second IUI is tomorrow. I'm gonna swab myself now and do this to myself. Again, I was really hoping Garrett was gonna be here for this, which he would have been, but things just did not work out as planned. I have to do it to myself. I'm not scared of needles at all, like when I'm getting shots from other people, but I have never, I don't think, given a shot to myself. So I'm not super comfortable with the idea, but there's no other option at this point. Here goes nothing. This is scary. Okay. Okay, I can do it. It's just scarier doing it to yourself, but it's gonna be okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not bad. Now I'm pushing it in. Still pushing it in, but the needle is pretty small, so it's not really that bad. I feel like if you hyped yourself up too much, it definitely could psych yourself out. It's definitely like a mental game to like put a needle into your own skin, but okay, I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. That was my first trigger shot I have ever done. Okay, so I am filming here on my phone. I actually brought my camera, and for some reason the memory card I put in there is just not compatible. It's not working, and it's the only one I have. So it is now IUI day 2. It is our second IUI is what I'm trying to say. I did wake up with a headache, so that's a bummer, but hopefully it'll go away. Garrett is currently in there now giving his sample, and then we will be coming back in 2 hours for the actual IUI procedure. What we did differently this time, as you guys saw, we did a trigger shot. The pregnil trigger shot is what I did yesterday, and I ended up taking my ovulation test today because I was just curious, like, just to make sure it worked, which, like, obviously it's going to. It was off the charts, like the most positive ovulation test I've ever seen, which makes sense because I think you're literally putting HCG into your system. So yeah, so hopefully all the timing and everything is perfect this time. Not that it wasn't last time, but it just, I feel better about like knowing we triggered and then we're going to have the procedure rather than just like hoping we hit it at the right time after positive OPK. And then I'm going to be taking the progesterone that I have left over afterwards, starting 3 days after the IUI. So I think that's it. I guess they'll tell us if there's anything different after the procedure, but you know, we've done this before, so I'm a lot less nervous because I know what to expect. And yeah, hopefully we make a baby today. So I'm just chilling here on a Sunday afternoon, and I thought I would just update how I'm feeling and everything during this cycle of IUI. I don't have much to say, to be honest. I have not really had any symptoms. I've still been doing the progesterone and everything. Like I have a little bit of bloat, but I definitely feel like it was worse the first cycle. And I don't really have anything else to say. I have no feelings of how it's going to work out. I feel like I'm very much just like, it is what it is. I have no control over the outcome. So would be so excited if it worked out, but obviously if it doesn't, it'll be okay. And we will move on to the next one. So anyway, that's just my update. It's Sunday, and then I'm supposed to have a pregnancy test on Friday. And last cycle I had tested at home because everything was done naturally, so it would have been positive if I was pregnant. But this time, because I had the trigger, I didn't want to test out the trigger because that's just not very fun to like see a pregnancy test that's not really positive and watch it fade and then see if it comes back. I just would rather try to keep it out of my mind and then actually go in for a blood test after 2 weeks. So that is on Friday of this week. So I have 1 more week of the 2-week wait, and we will see what happens. But I haven't really had any symptoms this time.
like last time. Like last time there's a lot of uncomfortability in my stomach. I was super bloated, kind of in pain, a little bit cranky. Been a little bit cranky this time too. Like I don't know if the progesterone is doing that, but definitely not as bad as the first time. I think partially because I feel better this time. Like I felt awful last time, but also I will say, okay, I guess this is different, but we had a nurse, well, she's like a elevated, I don't know exactly, but like more than just a nurse, do the IUI last time, and there was a bit of an issue because I have a tilted uterus, I'm pretty sure, trying to get the tube all the way up, and so I felt like it just was like kind of invasive, like there was a lot of poking and prodding, and then this time the actual doctor did it, and he was just like one shot. He made it all the way in really easily. It was done really fast. So I think maybe that might be part of the bloating difference. I could be wrong, but it just went a lot quicker this time with less poking and prodding and moving things around trying to get it up there than it was last time. So that could be why I bloated more last time, but my stomach was very uncomfortable last time, which made me cranky because I just didn't feel good. Anyway, this time I feel comfortable. I feel fine. I don't feel any different really. I'm still taking the progesterone every single night, and just we'll see what happens.
So I am currently headed to go get my blood draw to see if there's any pregnancy hormone in my system. It's been 2 weeks since my IUI number 2. If I'm talking about my gut feeling is it's a no. I do feel like it was not successful, but I suppose I could be wrong. So I'm getting the blood draw today. I was feeling like I was about to start my period, so that's just kind of where my head's at. Feels like a negative, but we will get our blood results back in the next couple days, and then I will know for sure, or if my period starts by then I would know for sure. And whenever I get my results, then I will update how it goes. But that's it. Let's go get our blood drawn.